Impact Wrestling has been in operation for more than 15 years. During that time, it has undergone a series of changes. Most particularly, their name has gone from TNA-NWA to Total Nonstop Action to Global Force Wrestling to Impact Wrestling as it is called today. Impact is a company that has had ebbs and flows in terms of success. At its peak, there were compelling storylines that involved AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, and Christopher Daniels, and tremendous matches between Kurt Angle and Styles. However, due to uncertainty about the company's future management, Impact appeared at times to be on the brink of closure. Poor management decisions, questionable booking, and unhappy and even unpaid talent have all contributed to skepticism about whether the company would be in operation for very much longer. But there have been a number of different factors which have played a part in ensuring the company remained afloat. How have they managed to still be considered a threat to WWE? What things have they put in place over the years to ensure that they would remain in operation? And how have they been able to stay in operation for as long as they have? Well, here are 8 reasons why Impact Wrestling has avoided shutting down. After the Jarretts transferred ownership to the Carter family, there needed to be a great deal committed to ensuring the continued existence of the promotion. Any company's growth and prosperity, not just in pro wrestling but in any business, is tied to their ability to make money. The Carters' primary focus was to grow the company. They appear to be on their way with their addition of notable names such as Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff. The problem is that while the intention was to make money, the reality was that the company suffered. As a result, the on-screen product appeared to suffer as well, and in the process, so did the profits for the Carters. In the end, one thing that allowed the company to stay afloat for many years was the Carters' deep pockets. Investing that personal wealth into the company, throwing good money after bad, is a reason the company stayed afloat. When a promotion has a limited number of talent, it can be hard to retain the interest of the fans. The product would seem rather stagnant as there are only so many storylines and combinations of characters that you can put on TV. However, as the years have passed, Impact Wrestling has had a steady number of standout tag teams as well as male and female solo performers. It is because of the influx and renewal of talent to the company that they have continued to develop storylines and feuds. So a key reason they have avoided shutting down has been because they have continued to add to the depth of their company. Bobby Roode, Cowboy James Storm, Austin Aries, Eric Young, Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, EC3, and Kurt Angle were at one point or another contributors to the success of the company, its growth, and its popularity. The company's ability to maintain success is largely attributed to these performers, who represented a deep pool of talent. Provided the company continue to maintain a modicum of a deep and talented roster, there is no reason why they can't continue to remain in operation. The company's tours of different countries such as England and India has aided in the development of TV deals. They have produced a revenue stream that has aided the company in remaining afloat. For example, Impact's television deals as the one in the United Kingdom provide exposure for the company, much like WWE's model is to make their programming accessible through TV providers in different countries. Impact looks to do the same by following suit. Despite the growth in accessibility to wrestling programming through various streaming platforms, television still remains a focal point for several promotions. Had this not happened for Impact in key secondary markets, their reach outside North America would be a challenge. This continues to be a primary need for Impact despite their outreach on different platforms such as Twitch and YouTube. They will have to remain steadfast in maintaining their TV deals internationally to ensure the product continues to be accessible in different homes. The company has made strides in their growth because of their global outreach. A key driver for this has been tournaments and tours that they have engaged in over the years. For example, during Jeff Jarrett's regime, he took the Impact Wrestling talent on tours of India. India is a hotbed of wrestling enthusiasm and popularity. Once the company was there, they expanded to develop their talent in the country. The first step was their Ring Ka King tournament. They were able to harness the talent that met the company's criteria and created new stars. Another successful tournament was their British Boot Camp. A number of names that were involved are no longer with the company, such as Rockstar Spud and Mark Andrews. They were brought in to develop their skills within the company and are now with different promotions. The talent infusion from these other countries certainly suggests that the company wants to remain relevant and keep up overseas interest. These tours increase the company's growth and familiarity in the rest of the world. Impact Wrestling has over the years changed their identity. Sometimes they've tried to even emulate the formula that was successful in different companies with less than favorable results. What has worked for them, however, is building relationships with those other companies. One such company that has proved to be a beneficial partner has been Lucha Underground. The crossover of talent has strengthened the opportunities for those talents. And the addition of Lucha Underground performers such as Phoenix, Pentagon Jr., Brian Cage, and their new champion Johnny Impact has made Impact Wrestling that much more exciting. Fans are seeing on a nationally televised program that Pentagon Jr. is exactly what everyone says he is, someone that is more than simply a luchador. His hybrid style doesn't just appeal to a Mexican audience, but to the rest of North America as well. Impact's success recently has occurred because they knew they needed to build bridges, and this one led to a stronger roster. It's one thing to say it, and it's another thing to believe it, and a completely different thing to prove it by becoming a reason your company has remained afloat. The phenomenal AJ Styles was with the company during its early days and was one of the keys to Total Nonstop Action's X Division. It was clear that Styles wasn't there to simply play on the sidelines. He was armed with an array of moves. His signature Pele kick and Styles Clash has been associated with him throughout his career. His matches against Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe, and Christopher Daniels were nothing short of phenomenal. His time with the company saw championship pursuits, championship reigns, and long-standing feuds. Styles ran the gamut with the company as both a face and a heel. Throughout the years, the one constant was that he was the franchise of the promotion. He was committed to ensuring the fans got their money's worth. To be phenomenal means that despite the good days and bad days, you were committed to being a professional both in and out of the ring. During the time he spent with the promotion, Styles was an important part in ensuring Impact Wrestling was not going to shut down. Impact Wrestling has brought in a number of talented men and women throughout their existence. Men and women such as Abyss, Bobby Roode, Eric Young, and Gail Kim were longtime mainstays with the company. Though Young and Roode are no longer there, they were a part of the company for over a decade. During that time, both men held championships on several occasions. During Roode, Young, and Abyss's title reigns, the matches these men were a part of were outstanding. Another prominent name that was with the company for a decade was Kurt Angle. His matches against the likes of Samoa Joe and AJ Styles were keys to the company's success. Without the commitment of the talent to put on competitive matches and get over long-standing feuds, the product wouldn't be of any interest. For the Knockouts division, Gail Kim's time as champion and her overall leadership of the rest of the women also greatly contributed to the company's success. Though the women's revolution in WWE is currently a focal point in wrestling, Impact Wrestling's Knockout division has been a key to the company's success. During the company's early days, the most interesting and compelling division in the promotion was the women. While Gail Kim, Awesome Kong, and ODB were among some of the more notable names early on, the popularity of the company's Mean Girls, the Beautiful People, with their ability to combine excellent ring work with engaging promos was also vital. Angelina Love, Velvet Sky, and Madison Rayne wanted to make the division beautiful once again by placing paper bags on the heads of their fallen opponents. Sky, Love, and Rayne were hard to dislike as their beauty was equaled or exceeded by their in-ring work. It's important to remember that while the men had great matches, it was the Knockouts division that provided some of the highest rated segments for the company during their time on Spike TV. Today, the Knockout division continues to be one of the best booked divisions in the company. And these are 8 reasons why Impact Wrestling has avoided shutting down. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching Wrestling Hub, and I'll see you later with more videos.